Yo, what's good, guys? Today is another day. I want to continue the part two of our two-track mix. So today I will not talk much. Maybe along the line, I'll not talk much. I want us to continue whatever we were doing, and then see how it goes. So I had to continue because I had to get the project to the artist. So sorry, but I'll just break down whatever I did subsequently. So as you can see, I haven't changed anything here. There are one or two new plugins that I'm going to break down. So I don't know if you guys know this plugin. This is Track Spacer. It's from Waves Factory, not Waves Audio, Waves Factory. As you can see from here, Waves Factory. Waves Factory is a different company from Waves Audio. So mostly what this plugin is more of multi-band sidechain kind of stuff. So I'm using this plugin is helping me use the vocals to compress the mid-range of the beat. So let me show you.
Fib.
I'm big and chunky. I'm big and chunky. Yeah, I'm big and chunky. I'm big and chunky. Yeah, are you big and chunky? Are you big and chunky? I'm big and chunky. I'm big and chunky. Hello, 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 hello.
So as you can see, the vocals, you can see the vocal signals from here. Just trying to use the vocals to compress the mid-range of the beat so that the vocal can sit in the mid-range, because we didn't have the stems for the beats. We will not be able to balance the mix with the vocals. So we are trying to find ways to let the vocal blend in well. So previously we could have just raised the volume of the vocals to just be a little bit slightly on top of the beat. It also helps, but this plugin also helps. So the new stuff that I did was just to color these ones, and if you want to color, I think it's option C to bring the color. That is on the Mac. I've not been using PC in a long time, so I don't know, but Mac Logic is not on PC, so it's on Mac. So option C to bring the color, and then when you select all these ones, you can change the color like this, and that. Yeah, so that's what I did. I didn't really do anything new here. Same for the mixer track. Then I added something new. I added a bureau saturator, just to try and brighten up the vocals a little bit, because the vocals was kind of heavy. So you can use different plugins in place of this bureau saturator. You can use air from Slate Digital. You can use Mag EQ from Plugin Alliance. You can use literally most parametric EQs just to boost the top end of the vocals. You can use Protec from UAD, from Waves. Let's say you can use Protec. You can use so many varieties of plugins to try and get some nice top end out of your vocals, which is why I'll go to the point of me not saving favorite plugins There was one comment like that, me not saving favorite plugins to be able to get to them easily when I want to use them. I like to scroll, because sometimes when I'm scrolling inside my plugin folder, I mostly come across some plugins that I've not used in a long time. Sometimes I even forget some of them, and then every song has different vibe, different textures, different tonal differences, different ideas, different characters. So sometimes you use different plugins to solve different problems. That is why I haven't really saved favorite plugins, because there are some few plugins I'm going to show you guys as time goes on. I'm going to show you guys my ultimate compression trick. It's a very nice trick that has worked for me. I'm going to show you guys how to get a very nice low end in your drums, especially if your kick is not heavy, you have a very light drums you want to use. I'll show you some of the plugins. I'll show you literally most of the new things that I learned as time goes on. I'll show you. It wouldn't be long, and then I will be breaking down some of my beats as well. I'm not really the best producer, but I have a couple of beats that I'm sure you guys would want to learn something from. So I didn't really do anything crazy, like I was saying. This is the song. Then I added this CLA vocals from Waves, Chris Lord Argy, if that's the right name. I added it on the background vocals, the backing vocals, and as you can see from here, most of these modules are off. I'm using the spreader function here, and I boosted by 4, and then it opens up the vocals. It gives it a lot of wood. And then let's see how it sounds. Yeah, so
They control my doings.
majority of the styles that I did, apart from, or let's say, majority of the styles that I did offline, they were just balancing, because you know these are the vocals. They have different dynamics. The voltages are different, so I had to lower some, raise some, just for it to blend in. I did some pannings here and there just to get some of the vocals sitting right in the beats in the pocket, to let the lead vocals breathe. So I know some of you want to see the reverb and delay settings from the artist, and then these are default reverb and delay plugins from Logic. If you are using different DAW for mixing and mastering, you still can use the idea behind it. So these are all default plugins. I don't know about this one. Let me see if it's from Logic. It's a default Logic software. Okay, it is a default Apple software. So you know, I don't really like dive deep into plugins these days, so I didn't know about that one. So there's nothing really crazy going on here. These are plugins that are default. They come with Logic, and these are the settings that I use. There is this one too. So
they check and for me. Ring, 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 that's the money calling. Yeah, them be know they mind me. But right now, so big and chunky. Yeah, sure you want it down.
Use this plugin as well. Let me see what you use this to achieve. Yeah.
There be no one believer, but they don't get the choice.
Yeah, so there's nothing really crazy going on here. Like I said, all these are things that I showed you guys already. Then with this song, I didn't add a lot of bass processing, even though I don't do a lot of bass plugins these days. I didn't do that. I think I have like 3 plugins that I put on my mix, apart from this is called particle plugin. So I would have used maybe the TG mastering to open the stereo a little bit, but I didn't use that because the beat has already been mixed and mastered, and I just had to do balancing and just lower the gain so that the beat becomes a little bit lower. So a beat that has already been mixed and mastered, you don't have to just put plugins without listening. So after listening to the beat, I felt it was wide enough, so I didn't want to put any stereo imager or anything. So the post gain and the pre gain. So I don't want to use words to explain it too much, but in Logic, this is your this is your pre gain, and this is your post gain. On the mixer, this is your post gain, and this is your pre gain. So as you can see, this is your pre gain. So in order to get a very clean sound, mostly when I have new sessions from artists, that is what I do. I mostly lower the gain so that the gain coming into the software or coming into the plugins are kind of low and balanced, so that I don't have to be clipping and seeing red lights all over. So because there wasn't too much to explain in this video, I want to use the opportunity to also explain something that is very important. I think I made mention of it in the part 1, which is signal flow. So signal flow, I don't want to use words to explain it too much, but let's use this beat to explain signal flow. So let's say I have people have this misconception, like I don't know if it's a misconception, but say I use EQ first, so compression first. This is where it becomes important. This is where EQing first or compressing first becomes important. So I'm going to show you just with examples and plugin so that you decide for yourself. So let me take far filter EQ, and let me take a compressor. Let me use this compressor. So we want to explain signal flow. So we have the EQ first and the compression next. So you see that every voltage or every signal, the way it hits the plugin, that is how the plugin will react. So if the voltage coming into the plugin is big or is huge, it causes the compressor to react differently. Let me show you. You see, the needle is not moving on the VU meter. Let's say this is the needle. It's not moving. Let me bypass the EQ. Are you guys seeing something? Again. Let's bypass the EQ. So with this, it shows you that whichever way you arrange your plugins is going to affect how your compressor will sound or react. So mostly the reason why I will EQ all the unwanted frequencies in my vocals or in my audio source before I apply compression is because I don't want those frequencies that I don't want. I don't want all those low end rumbles that I don't want in my vocals, or if it's, let's say it's a snare or it's something that I don't want the low end or the low rumble to affect the mix. I'll take it off before I'll compress, because we are not compressing what we don't want, we are compressing what we want, you know. So with time, I'm going to dive deep into these things. I don't want to these are things that I've learned over the years, and then sometimes, because I'm not a content creator, I'm now trying to create this content for you guys. I will try and like revamp myself and go back to most of these things, try and build more on them, and so that I can be able to show you guys well, explain things to you guys well, so that I don't mislead any of you, you know. But there is one thing that I know for sure, is that mixing and mastering, it involves a lot. You have to be mentally prepared for it. So I'll explain one last thing. There was one comment on the first video. I think a producer asked me if it's good to how do you call it? If it's good to be a mixing and mastering engineer if you're a producer. I am a producer, but I don't produce commercially like first. I do produce commercially, but I would say it's only on exclusive basis. Let's say if you ask for it, I'm going to do it. Because if you check this channel, you see I have a couple of beats that I've made months ago, but I've not been able to do like upload beats again in over 6 months, because it's hard. You understand? It's hard to multitask unless you are really mentally strong. You need a lot of motivation, like crazy motivation, to be able to do all these things together. But for me, I don't want to be a jack of all trade. I think if you want to know everything, do everything, be a master of if it comes to production, you are the god. If it comes to mixing, you are the god. I don't think it's important. The most important thing for me, or something that I believe in, is you find something that you are good at, something that when you are doing, you have so much joy and passion doing it, then you build on it. And I find out that mixing and mastering is something that when I'm doing, I don't struggle, because of my mentality and how I mix. Because I always want to be original, I always want to be natural. That is why you don't see me doing too much. I always want to go with the flow, and how I want the song to sound is how I mix it. So, and that is mixing though, because you are not mixing someone's idea, you are mixing your idea. You are painting your picture for the artists and the fans. If they accept it, good. If they don't accept it, you have to go back and forth. That's how it works. So for me, I will not blend production, mixing and mastering. Let's say beat making with mixing and mastering. I will not advise anyone like that. But if you think you have the mental capacity to blend the two, why not? You have to do it, But don't forget, you have to always learn something new, always upgrade your skill set. You always have to add up something new to yourself as a producer and a mixing engineer. So if you have the mind to learn the two at the same time, grow and learn new things all the time and be on top of your game, why not? See you again. Subscribe, and I appreciate you guys. The love is great. Share the video, like, comment, turn on your bell notification, and trust me, like, more content coming. I'm just trying to create content for you guys. So peace out.